Hello and welcome. This is Alchemistexe, and this is going to be the banner overview for the week of April 21st. So I'm going to start off by showcasing my results for the coin banner for the newest global units. There's definitely nothing good or worth getting excited about in terms of the polls themselves. So feel free to jump to the timestamp in the description if you want to just jump to the line-by-line overview of the banners. But I wanted to use this time for the intro to talk about coin banners themselves for anybody that's on the newer end of the spectrum, because I use the term coin banner all the time, and sometimes I forget that there's going to be people out there that don't know what I mean when I'm saying that. And then I also just wanted to remind everyone that the Danmachi collab is drawing to an end on Wednesday, so make sure that you finish everything related to that, like the box event, multiplayer tower, if you're have high enough units, the buying out all the important items in the shop, like the various like gears and enlightenment type items, etc. And then also Dark Roxanne is here. I'm still not convinced that she's worth the price of admission unless you're a diehard fan. But for anybody that did go for her, I would definitely love to know your opinions, because if there's just something I might have missed about her kit. I mean, I don't think she's a weak unit by any stretch, but like, I don't think that she feels like a 6 or I guess 85k when you factor in the memento unit. But that could just be me. Sometimes the mercenaries aren't properly optimized, and sometimes you need to like really throw a unit into their best use case to really get a feel for that, because if she's meant to be used as a raid unit, for example, then I can't use her in the time that it would be most useful. So there's just that to think about. I definitely always value insight from other players. As far as the coin banners themselves, the premise is fairly simple. You do a banner with a featured pool. There's a fairly low chance, it's supposed to be 2.5%, that to get a featured unit, but nothing is guaranteed. But you do get 200 coins per step for a total of 1,000. And then you can use those in the coin shop, and you can buy shards of units that you already own. And the cost starts, it usually is a base price of 2 or a base price of 5, depending on the rarity of the unit. And every time you buy 25 shards at that price, the price increases a little bit. And this shop is permanent. So it'll come back whenever new global stuff or new Genesis stuff or new Templar stuff, it kind of varies. There's different flavors of the shop, but they all function mechanically the same. So when it comes, so once you cap out on a unit, it's going to be like that forever. So whether or not this type of banner is valuable is really going to depend on what units you have and how raised they are. But occasionally they can be very, very handy, because sometimes it can make the difference of getting a gate. So what really swayed me on this banner was that for me it got Li Wang to gate 5 and on his way to gate 6. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the banners. Okay, let's go through some of these banners. So while I don't really spend on the game anymore, I don't mind giving a little insight to people whose paid gems are scarce. The collab one, I think, could be good, depending on how much you care about the collab. As long as getting a new copy of one of these units or those 150 shards, if it's a duplicate, are really helpful to you, then it's not a terrible banner. And then some okay bonuses, too. For the 3 limiteds, either units or mementos, I think that it's not too bad. If you've done the reroll ones in the past, sometimes you get really bad luck and you only get like 1 or 2 limiteds that you're not that interested per roll anyway. So getting 3 limiteds in one go is definitely not bad. There's a possibility you can get more, but it's not a high possibility. The only downside is that you can't re-roll on these, so you're stuck with whatever you get. I think that the memento one is a little bit more valuable than the unit one in this case, because reroll banners for mementos are much more expensive than reroll banners for units, whereas in this case they're both the same price. So coming out of it with 3 limited units, I think is a better deal, combined with the fact that there's less bad limited units than there are like bad or at least not good results for limited units. Like, there's some good units, but you can get them for free really easily, like say Wilhelm or Nina. So you don't want to use paid gems to get them. So that's my take on those. And then the other two paid banners are not even worth acknowledging. Or actually, no, sorry. The Roxanne one is gross and terrible. The global memento one is like okay. Really good if you're just trying to avoid burning through a bunch of free gems, like if you were going to get Dark Roxanne's memento. That's how I feel about those. Definitely more on the luxury end. So let's go into non-paid banners. So this is like your last chance / good for people that want to raise their collab units. If you don't have any collab units and you're hoping to acquire them, I think for the most part, you either got to raid the Louis shop or that ship has sailed, because the best chances to get Belle, I almost called him Blank for some reason. Blank is a character from Final Fantasy IX. Anyway, Belle, Hestia, and Eyes. The best chance already happened for them. But if you're looking to raise them, then these coins can go a long way, with the added bonus that you can also buy the otherworldly enlightenment shards from that coin shop as well. So then we get to the Dark Roxanne banner. So this is a 5-step where you get 25 shards on step 5 and some coins along the way as well. Otherwise, nothing else is guaranteed. And when I say that she's like a 65k unit, what I mean is the doing this 5 times plus the 25 shards from the milestone that's easy to get equals 150 shards. So if your luck is horrible and you have to do it that many times, at the very least you can transmute her. So if this is your first time seeing a banner like that, whenever I refer to unit as like a 5-step, that's what I mean by that. A lot of like Genesis is what blazed the trail for that, and now Global is getting in on it too. So then we've got 3 banners that I don't think are really worth doing, because I think most people that wanted these units have them already, and if you don't, then this is not a good way to get them. Unless you just have an absolute mountain of gems to burn. And even then, even if you do have a mountain of gems, I recommend still spending them efficiently. Same thing with this banner. I do think that Lilith and Morrigan are absolutely excellent units, but just better ways to acquire them, be it the Louis shop or just random banners that give limited 5 stars. I just don't think that this is the way to do it. Then we come to this coin banner. My other coin banner is gone because I showcased it in the intro, but mechanically they follow the exact same format. So 200 coins per step, you can get 1,000 coins per banner, and the only difference is the pool. I think both pools are really good. I think they're all great units. It's just a matter of how good are the coins for your account. So I went over that more in the intro, so we can move on from there. Oh no, that went all wonky for a second. Next up is Dark Roxanne's memento banner. This one's like kind of expensive, but the only way you can get it. And if you're going for Dark Roxanne, I definitely think that you want the memento for all of the snowballs that it offers. And on the plus side, like Morrigan's first memento is pretty good, and Lilith's memento is also really good. So at least it's not a terrible pool. At least it doesn't have like normal pools featured as well. So that could have been worse. This banner's existence I find confusing, so let's move on. So if you're not interested in anything else, as I mentioned last week, the Alchemistexe rerun is around for a little bit longer if you're looking for kind of a god tier support unit. And then the collab memento banners are also going to be around for the rest of this week. So they're definitely not too expensive gem-wise. Hestia's especially was the one I wanted because the skill use +1 at max limit break. So that was another thing I did. But it was a really boring banner because I got nothing up until step 5. And then I got 2 copies of it on step 5. So I could just summarize that rather than show it. But otherwise, that is all I have got for the banner overview. So if you are going to summon on Dark Roxanne, then I wish you extra good luck because, man, those 5-step banners can be rough. And with that, I will see you all next time.